What's up, Wise Take Nation? Thanks for joining us for an NBA podcast. I got CashinDFS with me tonight. Say what's up, Cashin.
He's off the screen.
And I got Terry Collins with me. Say what's up, TC.
What's up, Nation?
Don't worry. Josh will be joining us at some point. It's all good. We got a pretty awesome slate today, but before we dive into that, TC, how did tonight go? Did you play?
Yeah, but very little. I actually didn't do well at all. I think I min-cashed in one. So, yeah, but hey, I won the bragging rights, so I'm okay with that.
There you go.
Didn't win a damn thing.
There
bragging rights.
There's no bragging rights when the dude doesn't get even value when he starts.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
wait,
damn you, DraftKings.
Hey,
DraftKings
last
just
night,
took away points from Tyler Johnson.
Hey, last night you said Bell gets half the minutes, he'll outscore him.
Yeah, I did. And I'll stand by that. Every day, all day, 100 out of 100 times, I would play Bell over Babbitt with half the minutes.
Hey, I'm not going to play Babbitt 100% of the time. That was just a one-night thing, so don't think I'm taking this bet every time.
I know that, but what I'm saying is 100% of the time, if I was guaranteed half the minutes, I would play Bell over Babbitt. But freaking DraftKings just took away points from Tyler Johnson.
Yo,
Bastards.
that's been happening a lot lately, man. The NBA scoring system has been so funky this year. Like, I've had like swings that are just so annoying on like a stat change way after the game, and it's like, you know, if you've noticed, like DK doesn't pay out that fast anymore, and it's because of that. It's because they're waiting for like the final NBA stats to come out because they don't want to have to go correcting them the next day. It's crazy.
It just dropped me out of the top 100 with my Tyler Johnson and White.
You guys had like good stat changes at the end? Because I think every time I've had that, I've had like at least a couple points. Like some players might jump 2, and then I got one player that goes down 3 or something. It seems like I always at least lose 1 point or something.
No, I've had one really good one, and it was like awesome. And
yeah, I had one
pretty bad one.
I had one in the preseason where it took me from second place in a GPP to first place.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, I remember.
I remember that.
Well,
every other time is bad.
They had Bell going off. Like when I just looked on my phone to see what he was doing for a minute, they had him at like 9 points, like at the middle way through the third, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's gonna happen! It's going to happen!" And then they changed him down to like 2.5. So like it was a drastic swing there during the game.
Yeah, for sure. Bell ended up with 11 minutes, not exactly half, but in my opinion, there's like slim to no chance I'm playing Luke Babbitt the day after his one good game of season. Like, especially in tournaments, like there's no upside in that, you know. But like your arguments, I understood. Like he was like a cash game play on a 3-game slate. I can give you that.
Yeah, TC was saying it was for safety, but
yeah,
I don't play for safety. I play for first.
Yeah, that's our big difference.
Cash, we all know how you play. Exactly. All right. So I think that's how that debate is solved. You know, in the cash game world, you play Luke Babbitt. In tournament world, you've never played Luke Babbitt, and you know that's what DFS is. But yo, seriously, we got an amazing slate tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but like I've been pretty hot in basketball all season long. Like I haven't had any smashed cashes yet, but I've cashed like 8 out of 10 slates and like always been like one guy away. So like when I see a good slate like this, like I just want to get into it and you know, hope that big day comes tomorrow because as we all know, it is coming. So I want to know what you guys think about this slate. You guys ready to dive into this bad boy?
Always.
I have no idea because I haven't looked yet, but yeah, I'm always
That's all right. That's all right. This is I know, Cash. We all know you were born, right?
That's right, baby.
But for real, this is a first look show. It's fine, but some things, will pop out harder than others, and that's really what I'm looking for. So, point guard, high end, all the way down to like the 6K area. Talk to me about like top 2 or 3 guys that you're looking at.
Yeah, down to 6K. There's a few high price. Like if you go way up, I like Dame. I know it's not the greatest of matchups, but in his last 3 games, he's hit 60 DraftKings points twice, and he's been getting 5 rebounds, 5 assists pretty regularly. So I like him there. I like him a lot more on DK, where he's 8,700 instead of at 98 on FanDuel.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Kemba. We all talked about Kemba. I won't go on too long. I think we'll all have at least something to say about him. But I really like his spot there, 7,400 on FanDuel. So I like that price. I like his spot. And then Connolly. I like him against Portland, 7,200. I like that spot there for him. I like his matchup. I think he can do well. He hasn't been consistently doing anything for a lot of people. But I also don't think that we need to like look at too much ownership because it's going to be so spread out around the position. So I don't mind that spot either at above 6K.
Cool. I don't mind any of those. Cash, what you think?
I think. Well, no, I know. I hate Mike Conley. Just go away, dude. Like I hate you. I hate you with a passion. John Wall. It interests me if he's out, but I don't like anything here. I mean, I like Dame, like you said, on DK, but I don't want to pay that on FanDuel. But yeah, it's Kemba Walker. That's it. Maybe Ricky Rubio, because nobody ever plays him, so that's kind of guys I like. So, I mean, I could go there maybe, but I highly doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
But Kemba Walker is the spot. It's Kemba in the Garden.
Yeah. I hear you. I love the Kemba spot. That's all you're going to hear out of me for the next, 18 hours till the slate starts. Very, very unlikely I come off this play. I think it's one of the best on the slate. Kyle Lowry, 7,500 against Chicago. You guys don't like that at all?
I don't.
No? TC?
I don't hate it, but I don't like it as much as the other guys up here.
And what about Russ, 10-2? Lowest we've seen him in about 365 days. What do you think? Against Sacramento on the road.
The price makes you at least think about it for Russ, but looking at like how big of a drop off he's had, and I mean he's still an elite performer, but compared to what he was doing last year, he's lost like 11 points per game so far. He's off pace from last year, so like it's still Russell Westbrook. I mean, and for that price, like you have to at least consider him. But kind of like the Lowry call, I don't hate it at all. I don't mind it, but I like some other spots just as much, if not more.
All right, Cash, Westbrook?
I don't think I could go there. Like Sacramento is trying to slow down the game, and I just don't think he can go get me 60. So.
All right. I don't mind the Rubio call either. I think Philadelphia is a pace-up spot. Utah, if you look, they got all their wins at home, and they're like terrible on the road. Utah's at home. Expect this game to be close, and Rubio is like, I don't know, the number 2 guy at times on the court to shoot, and he's involved, so I don't mind that. But yeah, that's really right now that's really interesting me. Take me 2 guys under 6K. What do you got down here? Anything super value that's juicy? Talk to me, TC.
Really just 2 guys stuck out to me. I haven't looked too much in this like cheap range just because I liked a decent amount of guys like in the mid range to high tier. Mm-hmm. But I'm not too high on him. But D-Rose at 4,500, I don't like it, but he hasn't quite been like what he was in Chicago, but he's been getting to the hole and finishing to start the season more than what I expected. So I don't love it, but it caught my eye. And then Jerry and Grant at 4,900. I do like that spot. He's been playing decent. I don't see myself coming down to this range, but those two guys are the ones that really caught my eye when I was going through.
All right. Cash.
TJ McConnell.
TJ McConnell, 5,500.
I mean, I've been playing him a lot.
The other point guard got ruled out. Jared Bayless is ruled out already tomorrow.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that makes me like him more then. And Fox, if old Mr. P, Mr. Big Juicy P, if he's out, whatever the hell his name is, Hill, then I like Fox more. But he hasn't been good when he's starting. So,
yeah. No, I think he's better on the second line where he gets all the usage. I think you might even want Hill.
But John Wall might be out, and Frazier had an injury, so that would put what is his name? I can't even remember his name. Oh
no, Frazier. Frazier's the guy, man.
No, but I seen that Frazier got hurt, and he could miss. I don't see an injury tag on him.
Satoransky?
Yeah, Tomas Satoransky.
Yeah, Tomas Satoransky, bare minimum 3K.
Yeah, if they both miss, hold on. It says he will start. Oh, that's on Sunday. Yeah, so I don't think he re-injured it.
We don't know yet. I don't
know why I seen him on that injury thing, but yeah.
Frazier wasn't even on FanDuel till yesterday. Like, we weren't even able to click on him for that first game. So I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, that's definitely something to look into if he's starting that game.
Oh, Mario Chalmers is game time decision. If he misses, that means Conley should have to play more.
Yep.
That could raise Conley up some.
At the end of the day, we're going to see how the line moves. Like, if you think this is a close game, you got to consider Conley. Like, Nurkic down low will probably neutralize Gasol a little bit. And, like, we're starting to see the usage come back towards Conley. Like, they got nobody else. It's like him and Gasol. Like, Tyree comes on the second unit. So you got to consider him at a discounted rate on FanDuel where, like, he can get 4 steals one game and just win you the slate. Like, I think you got to consider Conley.
Gasol plays so much on the perimeter that, I mean, I don't know. I'm biased, of course. He's lost.
Yeah. He's on the list, though, dude. We're going to consider Conley for tomorrow. Maybe it'll change. Yeah. This game could be close. All right, but down low in the value, Derrick Rose, I don't like taking point guards against Milwaukee. He is cheap enough where he could pay off, and he has been shooting. I don't love it, but I get it. I do like the Grant call if you think that game's going to be close. And Chicago seems to be, like, unifying and, like, playing tough at least. And now they're starting to get some bodies back. So
yeah, yep.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that call. I think Denver's going to blow out Brooklyn, so I like Moutier. I don't know what he is on DraftKings, but 4,800 on FanDuel. I see him getting a lot of run tomorrow, and he's been playing well. So I like Moutier down there. And maybe like a JJ Barea for 4K against Washington with, like, Tim Frazier guarding him. Like, I could go there. But that's sticking out to me.
Raymond Felton. He's in play every day because he's almost going to, especially if it turns into a blowout, which
it could.
It could or it should, but yeah, he's a guy I could go to at 3.3. He can go out and get you 25.
Yeah, that might be a little stretch right now, but we'll see. We'll see by tomorrow, like, what else opens up or doesn't. That could be a value play you go after. All right, let's move on. Let's go to shooting guard. Let's see who's interesting in this slate. Do the same thing. Take me down, TC, to like 6K even.
Okay. Right off the bat, depending on what's going on with Wall, Beal at 8,500. He's played 38 minutes, or averaged like 38 minutes in the last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Scored over 50 fantasy points in 2 of his 3 games. So I don't mind that. DeRozan, he's going to get upper 30 minutes, I would think, at least mid-30s. So I like him there, 8,100. And then probably my favorite play, Beal's pretty close, at least in this above 6K range. I wasn't too high on him last time we did the podcast, but Middleton at 7,500, I just think that price is too cheap for the minutes he's been playing. And even if he's having an off night scoring, the rebounding and the assist potential that he gives you, I like that spot for him. And if he does get hot, he can shoot and he can put up big points. So I didn't love it before because I wasn't quite sure how they were going to, if what he was doing was sustainable. But I really don't see, with the minutes that he's getting and just his size and ability, I don't see how now, second look, how it's not at least halfway sustainable that he's going to get you into, the mid 30s to 40s for the fantasy points.
Yeah, I mean, I think more if you were like stacking that game, I don't know if I'd play him like as a one-off. Like if he goes off, somebody on Cleveland's probably going off as well, I would think. But Cash, talk to me in that top range down to 6,000.
While I do like Chris Middleton, I think I would prefer Oladipo. Just because Chris Middleton got the big D, so
yeah.
I mean, if the
you
big
don't know
D,
whose night, if Big D wants to be his night, it's his night.
Yeah, if he wants to take it over, he's going to take it over.
Yeah,
and there's nothing that Chris Middleton is going to do when the big D wants to take over. So Victor Oladipo, I like that against New Orleans. New Orleans is bad. Like New Orleans, Cleveland. I mean, both of them have great matchups. Cleveland is terrible. New Orleans is bad.
What do you always say about Cleveland?
You just play players against them. They're turning into the new Brooklyn. So you just play guys against them. I don't want Russell on a back-to-back at Mile High. I'm good. I like CJ McCollum over Dame on FanDuel for the savings. Dame is 10 G's, so I like that 6'8". He hasn't been great, but CJ McCollum is good.
Yeah. Beal, to me, in a pace-down spot at new highs at 8,500, I don't know if I want to go there. DeRozan, he may crack one lineup for me if I think that game stays close, and I'll probably have some Bulls in there too. Middleton, I don't think I would go to because Giannis loves playing against, the superstars, and I think it'd be a Giannis game. Oladipo, I do have interest in. You want guards against that team. Oladipo's playing the minutes, shooting the ball a ton, and he's involved in defense, steals, blocks, rebounds. So, at 7-3, I think, you could get a 50 spot if this game's good. I probably would want to pair him with one of those big two on New Orleans, but I could see that. Definitely no Russell for me. McCollum, I like the way you worded that discount from Dame, and I don't think I'm playing Evans and Hardaway. 6K, very, very distant, maybe.
If Wall is out, Beal is going to be so popular.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. And this is a pace down, 8,500 now. You need him to almost get you a 50 to get you anything worthwhile. You know what I mean?
And Wesley Matthews is a pretty good defender. I mean, he's not what he used to be before the injury, but he's not terrible.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's a good spot. I'd rather, I don't see him getting me a 60. You know what I mean? Some of these other guys, I think it's in the cards. But, so I could see myself grabbing one guy, and then paying down at the other shooting guard spot on FanDuel. So take me down Value Town, TC.
Yeah, probably for me, Will Barton at 5,700. Averaging high 20s minutes, cracked low 30s. I like him there. I don't mind Gary Harris, Chris Dunn. I like him for the Bulls. He's been playing well. I only see that continuing, maybe even improving a little bit. So I haven't looked too far here while I'm going through all that cash talk, but those are the three that really, really interest me to look further into.
Okay. All right. I definitely, I could have a sprinkle of Barton in that blowout narrative that I'm thinking. Brooklyn on an overnight in the altitude. Denver just way better team. Brooklyn a little shorthanded. I could see Barton getting the whole fourth quarter and paying off that tag. Wish he was a little cheaper, maybe on DraftKings. He is. And I like Holiday up here. Anytime he's under 6K, he might get you 36. That's 6x. Lock that in and shooting guard. So, you know, again, I think that's if you think the Toronto game's close. But you could do that. Cash, what do you think?
I love Will Barton.
Yeah.
Anytime I expect it to be a blowout, he's going to play the blowout minutes. And with the rest of the scrubs on the court with him,
Yeah.
he's just going to take over. It's exactly what he did versus Golden State for me.
Yep.
So, I mean, I love that if it is a blowout, which we all think it should be. But
You know what the spread is? You know what the spread is?
What it is.
11.
Not bad, but
Yeah.
with the injury to RHJ, they're going to be more shorthanded, and it's back-to-back, and the altitude is the biggest thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, you know, negative boxes we're checking. So, like, and it's the highest over-under on the slate, so I think it's going to be another popular spot. You know, that's why, like, I think it's a good tournament slate. I think, like that the Milwaukee-Cleveland game's chalk, and this Brooklyn game's chalk. You know, any of the other games, you're going to get it super low ownership the rest of the
mean, at the beginning of the year, I never thought I would say this, but Hardaway has been pretty consistent. So you could throw him in at cash, I guess, if you want, but I don't think he's going to get me what I want from him. But, yeah, I like Holiday, like you said, and I like Mitchell. Like, I'll take Holiday and Mitchell over Hardaway in the tournament. And Barton, for sure. Barton is the best play right here in this price.
Yeah, you know, Donovan Mitchell, man, like, people get scared, like, oh, I can't pay 5.2 for Donovan Mitchell, but he's shown us that that's still 8x. Like, against Philly, JJ Redick guarding him, like, yeah.
Sign me up. He's getting the minutes, too. Like,
yeah, no, he is. And he's closing out the games. Like, I've seen them. He's passing the eye test. He's aggressive. Like, he's stealing the ball. He's just a good basketball player out there. Like, I've been impressed with what I've seen. So, I'll definitely have some of him, too. I do think that Rodney Hood, as he gets cheaper, though, is also in play. Like, you know, the two of them can end up on the court at the end, and they took the small forward off. Like, at that cheap level, you know, there's spots where, like, he could definitely get you 6x, 4,300 for Rodney Hood.
Wow, did you see what Dwayne Wade did against Atlanta?
Last game, he went off.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I don't think he does that against.
Oh, no. I hope everybody looks at that.
Yeah. Oh, people will. People will definitely look at that. Anything else down here in Value Town, or nothing really? Like, I just can't believe that there's nobody down here.
I like that Hood call.
What did you say?
Say like the Hood.
I like the Hood call.
What about Brandon Paul?
Because I hate Rodney Hood
at 3,200 with like Lou Williams D.
And every time I say it's Brandon Paul Day, it's not. And every day that I'm off Brandon Paul, it is. So, like, I don't even know if I should comment.
It doesn't have to be like a whole day. It's just like have like a little bit of him. Like, we don't have to like give him the whole day. But
I never lock him in.
Maybe you sprinkle in a little Brandon Paul.
Yeah.
I hate Rodney Hood, so I hate the call, Paulie. I hate him. I hate him. He's gonna go out when he steps on his little clit. He's gonna go out of the game.
What do you have against Brandon Paul, bro?
Oh no, he's fine. Rodney Hood.
Oh, Rodney Hood. Okay, all right. Throw Rodney Hood out. I don't care about him that much. You know, I was just like, all right, this is interesting. That's fine. You made that decision easy. But Brandon Paul, play a little Brandon Paul, huh?
Brandon Paul, my God.
Against Lou Williams defense.
I will promise you guys, every time that he's on a slate, like, even if it's just like $1 head-to-head or something in a small tournament, he will be on at least one lineup. So even if I don't say I like him, just for the roots of where he came from, he's going to be on at least one lineup for me. It may just be a joke lineup, but he's going to be there.
No, see, dude, like, you've got that all wrong. Like, when you play Brandon Paul, that's on a big tournament lineup. Like, he can get you 10x when he gets that 30 spot. Like, you don't waste him on a $1 head-to-head.
Put him in a dunk.
You put him in a dunk.
I just said that he's going to be in one lineup no matter what the night is. I didn't say, like, if I really like the spot.
I thought you said head-to-head. But,
that's just like
what about Lou Williams? Didn't Gallinari leave the last game injured? Like, if he's possibly out, would Lou Williams get a little bumpski?
I mean, you would hope, but
Right.
it's Doc Rivers. I mean, he might throw Wesley Johnson out there to stand in the corner.
Or play his son an
Lou-
extra like 8 minutes
Yeah.
or so. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that.
Lou Williams is always in play though, just because of his scoring ability. Like he's always in play just because he can score the ball. But yeah,
I like Jody Meeks if Wall is out, but that's a donkey. Like that's a huge tournament play. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really down here that I really like.
All right. None of you guys are really looking at DraftKings right now, right?
But Tony Snell, though, like TC said it, like he's playing a bunch of minutes, and I think he should play minutes tomorrow. So he's 4,000. I don't think he's going to be going out getting you 30, but who the hell knows? I'm on a cash team. I don't know.
Dude, on FanDuel, like anybody that'll contribute in steals and blocks and like takes the shots, you can throw them in a tournament because like when they're that cheap, like 3 steals and like your 18 turns into like a 30. You know what I mean? Like they're almost always worth it on FanDuel now.
He's just playing massive minutes, but his upside is really like 25.
It's capped.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Cunningham, the small forward on New Orleans. Like,
oh yeah,
they're like similar players, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But if you're on DraftKings, another interesting play tomorrow, shooting guard for Memphis. He's small forward eligible on DraftKings, but Dylan Brooks, 3,700 on DraftKings.
Yeah.
Going back to Portland, Oregon. He's been starting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in Portland, Oregon. What you think about that?
It's interesting.
He's kind of like a Lou Williams kind. I mean, scoring dependent. He's more scoring dependent, but if he's always in play just because of how he can score the ball for you. So like you've always got to consider him. He's just one of those players, the way that he can shoot and going home, quote unquote home for him. Like it makes you think about it a little bit more than just the, scoring upside guy.
What was his price on DK?
3,700.
He's 37 on FanDuel too.
Yeah.
What I'll say about him is I wish he was coming off the bench because he gets more shots when he comes off the bench. And then if he's playing well, he'll still play with the starters, but he'll get more fantasy production with the backups. But he's still a starter that's 3.7 on both sites. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah. And, like on the second string, Tyreek Evans, the usage monster, like it might not be that much better. He might just need to catch like the right rotations, or hit his shots. But that's definitely an interesting play back in Portland. Guy that likes to shoot the ball. We've seen some of those Narrows playoffs. Let's move along small forward. I think we got a nice question right at the top. TC, start me off.
Yeah, Big D. He has like one of the highest usage ratings in the league. He's been almost averaging a double-double, went off for like 63 last time they played each other. I like him a lot more on DK where he's 10-8, but even at 11-7, like I like the spot for him. He went off last time. I think Cash was the one that brought it up, and he's went out and said that he likes to play against the best, so I like that spot. I am going to pivot off until Middleton on some lineups just because, I was off LeBron and I won't be like 100% on him. But LeBron, I watched the interviews where they talk about Big D to him, and like he does everything he can like to just say like, well, he's well on his, like he doesn't seem to want to give him quite the credit that everyone's praising him with wanting to be one. So I really wonder if he's just going to come out and try just to lock him down. I don't think you can ever lock down Big D, but slow him down. I like it. I like the game. He did really well against him last time. So I'm going to have a lot of him and LeBron in this game, hoping that they're just trying to show the other one that they're better than the other. So I like both of those. And then, you
like Middleton as shooting guard. So, like, would you play the 3 of them in one lineup together or like different?
I would rather play Big D and LeBron without Middleton, or pivot from Big D to Middleton and play LeBron. But yeah, like I would think about playing Middleton just because of his minutes, rebounds, and assists. Like even if Big D's just going off and scoring, I still think for 7,500, Middleton could still get you there. I don't love that triple stack, but I don't hate it either. I like it. I think they, even with all three of them, they could play well.
It's expensive, so you need to get a bunch of value to make that work. But I was just curious. Anyone else?
Just one other guy above 6K. He's under 6K on DK. But I think it's interesting. It just stuck out to me when I was going over like what he's done this season, because he just always goes over my eye, and I haven't even looked at any kind of ownership in previous games. But Robert Covington at 53 on DK and 63 on FanDuel. This season he's been averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, and almost 2 steals and 2 assists a game. So do I love it? No, I think I would rather go down to under 6K or go up. But I think he's one of those guys that it's even happened to me. Like I just glance over him every time. I don't quite give him his respect. But the numbers he's been putting up aren't bad. But I would like him a lot more on DK, where he's 5'3", where you don't need him to go over 30 just to get you the 5x.
Yep, I hear that. Very rarely would the blocks bonus and steal bonus be worth an additional $1,000 on a player?
Yes.
That's still, you need 10 of those, so I'll take him wherever it's cheaper and where you get a bump for 3 points. So I think he's a DK like mainly play. Yep. I think I'm gonna lean towards fading this Milwaukee-Cleveland game a little bit more than normal, just because these guys are so high priced. The likelihood of them like winning you a tournament, everyone's gonna be on LeBron. Like he just put up 90 recently.
Yeah.
And he was cheap. He was like 900 cheaper. Like I'll maybe have one build where it's some form of a game stack, but I don't really think I'm going to play them alone unless like you need their raw points. But I think I'll be going a little bit more balanced on this day. Covington's probably the first guy that I'll be like interested in playing, and I got to look into like Utah's defensive matchups for that. I don't really love the upper end here. Cash.
This is going to be a big D competition. We're going to see who's
shit is bigger.
COCK is the biggest.
Right.
That's what we're going to see tomorrow. They are going to go at it. And I damn sure will have a game stack. I'm making it right now. On FanDuel. This is the perfect scenario for a game stack.
Yeah.
A game stack is where the perfect scenario for a game stack is when you got expensive guys that should go off, and you got value all over the freaking place. Like D Wade, like Crowder,
right?
Like Snell,
what's
like
Love's
all
price?
Of this. Rose, what?
What's Love's price? This is a good Love spot. It's a very good Love spot.
Love is down to 7,000.
7,000.
And you got point guard, you got Brogdon. I mean, who's getting the minutes. It's Brogdon.
Yeah.
It's not crazy expensive. And you want the guys, if you're going to game stack like this, like you want the guys that's going to play in overtime. You want that extra 5 minutes of fantasy goodness.
Yeah. Definitely.
So I can guarantee you I will be making a game stack of this. I promise.
Yeah, and that's like what I meant. Like for the bulk of my teams, I'm not gonna have much of this, but I do want that one like hedge game stack where, just like you said, if it goes overtime or they just go bananas and it works well, like there's a mix of like, value and studs. Still got to get them right, but like if Kevin Love pays off, LeBron's probably playing off, and if LeBron and Kevin Love pay off, then like one of these cheap guys is probably going to pay off with them, like whether it's J.R. Smith or Iman Shumpert or Dwayne Wade or Derrick Rose. And then that means the Milwaukee guys are probably coming with them too. But I like a general consensus of the slate, it's going to be super popular. So like I'll be staying away for the most part.
Okay, I got a question. Who would y'all rather play if y'all only could choose one? The D or LeBron?
The D.
The D.
Me too.
Good answer. All right. Anybody else power forward? Like, I didn't really love that the rest of the options there.
Joe Ingles.
No. Yeah, all right. Go ahead. Take me down. Just take me down. Just do it. It's your
Joe
world,
Ingles. Bro. He's one of my dudes. Like, nobody plays him. Like, nobody plays anybody from Utah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll play him.
That is true. But you got a weird thing for Joe Ingles. It's fun. Usually backs it up. And I like how he contributes on, like, multiple, like, everything. He'll get you some steals. He'll get you some blocks every now and then. So when he puts it all together, sure.
Why is Wesley Johnson's price up? Oh, my God. He played 32 minutes. That's why. He got 14 fantasy points. Yeah, that's what you do, Wesley Johnson. Stand over there in the corner and do nothing. You sorry ass.
Like Luke Babbitt?
Yeah. Damn him. I like Ennis and old boy. Brooks at small forward on FanDuel.
Yep.
They're both cheap. They're both in Portland. Jeff Green. Damn, I gotta go make a game stack on DK too.
Yeah, definitely include Jeff Green.
I can't play Jeff Green and them two.
His role on the second unit is legit, So yeah, I think it's probably better on DraftKings.
Joe Harris. We just talked about him before we started. He's got a lot of the minutes.
Tell the nationwide, Joe Harris. He's 3,200 on FanDuel. Like, that's definitely in consideration.
Yeah, he got a lot of those RHJ extra minutes from RHJ being out. And if it turns into a blowout,
he started the second half, so he may start tomorrow. RHJ.
Yeah, and if it's a blowout, he should be on the freaking court.
Yeah. And if Booker's out too, there's a lot of variables.
If it's a blowout, is our dude going to get on the court? Kilpatrick. Is he going to get on the court if it's a blowout?
Yo. The Kilpatrick game is coming. I don't know when. I don't know if it's just yet, but we're gonna get Kilpatrick for 15x. I guarantee it. This year.
He's gonna X on that ass.
Yeah, dude, I did it last year. It was they went to overtime against the Clippers, and Kilpatrick, all the injuries. Remember they were doing the Levert 1 day on, 1 day off. It all worked out. Joe Harris missed, and I had him and Booker, and they went to overtime, and it was one of my biggest days. So it's coming. Sean Kilpatrick. Do not waver on Sean Kilpatrick. He's gonna win minutes because he's the best player on that team. TC, talk to me. Value. Anything else down here that we didn't mention?
Just two guys. And I don't quite like them as much as Smith or Harris, but Damari Carroll down to 6K. I liked him a lot more when he was at 5,600. But at 6K, he's still been performing to where, cash game wise, he's still probably going to get you, if not 5x, at least close enough that he's not going to kill your slate for you. And then I've talked about a few Bulls guys already, and I really think this game will be at least competitive. And Denzel Valentine at 4,200, been playing over 26 minutes a game. He's one of those guys that he has the ability. He can shoot. He can rebound. He has assist potential. I like this spot for him. He won't be in a ton of my lineups, but the few lineups that I try to put in as many Bulls, Toronto guys as I can, because I see that game going drastically under-owned compared to some of the games. Denzel Valentine's going to be there. It
stacks well, that game, the Toronto game. It does.
I just made a little prayer that you was not going to say Paul Zipster. Thank you. Paul Zipster sucks.
Me too, dude. Me too. I didn't even have time for the prayer, but I was going from the bottom, and he said Bulls, and I saw Zipster, and I was like, "Don't do it." I just said, "Don't do it," and he didn't. So, credit to you, CJ Miles. The bare minimum 3K. I don't know if his what's going on. He's been sort of hurt, but or he's been ill. He was sick, so he was playing 25 minutes a game earlier. I think there's also blowout potential in this game, although I don't know. Let's see what the line is right now. At the bare minimum, CJ Miles, I guess that's a deep kind of thing, but maybe that's in play.
Yeah.
Power forward, a couple good decisions up here. TC, start me off down to 6.
All right. Power forwards, obviously, AD at 11.7. I kind of like Boogie on the next position a little bit more, but AD's always in play. It's just at that price and at this position. I like Porzingis a lot at 9,800. And then I really like Ben Simmons at 9,300. 3 of his last 4 games, he's put up over 50 fantasy points. Embiid's going to be out. So, him being young, I wonder if he's going to just try to, even if he tries to do too much, I still think there's a potential that he tries to just carry the entire team and do a lot. So I like him there at 9,300. But yeah, those are probably the only high tier guys I'm high up on is Porzingis, and then Ben Simmons are my 2 favorite. AD, he's always in play. But I'll let you guys talk about some others because I have a feeling on somebody else that you guys are going to talk about.
Okay, we will find out who that is in a minute. Cash, hook me up.
And I already know 3 teams I want to make. I want to make a Big D LeBron team. I want to make an AD Boogie Oladipo team. I want to make a Kemba Walker Porzingis team.
Yep.
Yeah, I got some teams, but I love all 3 of these guys up here. Ben Simmons a little less because it's going to be a slow-paced game, but
yeah,
I mean he does everything.
Does it all.
The slow-paced game doesn't affect him as much as other guys.
Yep.
But Porzingis, man, I really like him versus Charlotte. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Like I'm just waiting for one of those 28 games.
Porzingis?
Yeah, he's gonna go out and get 28.
I mean, I think that's why you play it with Kemba and dude. I mean, Porzingis has way more 50s than 28s. Yeah, he's burned us twice, bad, but I think those are going to become fewer and far between. I hope his price don't go up, but it probably is. I think he's one of these guys that when he's under 10K, he's in play, especially on FanDuel, because he may get 5 extra points because he gets, he starts every game with 2 blocks and 2 steals. That's his floor. You know what I mean? So, especially in game stacks, but right now, he is the guy. He's playing like a Michael Jordan role on the Knicks. He's taking every shot. The offense is running through him. He'll take the shots in the clutch. Every time the Knicks play in a close game, he's taking every shot down the court in the fourth quarter. So if that game stays close, Kemba and Porzingis, I love that. I love that spot. But these other ones are worth looking into too. This is such a good Davis spot against the Pacers. The Pacers are the worst against the big power forwards and centers. So I hear you. I like Oladipo at 73, so that works well. Simmons probably just won't make the cut tomorrow. You know what I mean? In Utah, and if that burns me, that burns me. But you gotta you gotta make choices here.
I mean, I really like the Denver guys too, but I'm just so scared of Brooklyn coming in shorthanded.
Yeah,
but, I mean, I love
Denver's
to attack
so
Brooklyn.
deep. Denver's so deep, man.
Yeah. But it is a great Paul Millsap. I mean, he just does everything. He'll get steals, blocks, rebounds. He'll score. So it's a great spot versus Brooklyn, but I just don't know if I can do it.
Yo,
I don't know.
I don't think he makes the final cut. I just find myself, I'll just keep going up top and finding the value because it's there. So I doubt I'll land on him that often. Anybody else down to 6K? I don't think so for me. I guess Markkanen, as long as the other forwards aren't back yet. Portis is probably very, very close to returning.
I think he is returning. I think tomorrow's his first game.
He is.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah,
so
I seen that today.
So then, no on Markkanen for me. Thad Young is possible, part of that game stack, more than likely.
Oh, Al-Farouq Amino is out.
Yeah, he's been out.
So, yeah. Interesting. Look into that.
Yeah, that's the. I got to look into that Memphis Portland game. Like, it's in Portland. It's a massive pace up spot for Memphis. Like there's some value on Memphis. We got to figure out like which matchups are right and which ones aren't for sure. Like, live stream tomorrow. I'll definitely have that ironed out for sure. TC, anybody down here in the value land? I think there's a bunch of interesting names down here.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like him, but in terms of a guy who can just a big game is coming, and he's had some decent games already. Frank the Tank, 4,100. You only need 20 points for it. I like that. Don't quite like the spot as much, but for 4,100, I like Frank the Tank and his ability. And then Ed Davis at 4,000. I like that. He's been performing well. He's, probably not a guy. I think earlier this year when we saw him get like 32, I don't see him ever really getting a whole lot more than that, unless it's just like a complete explosion one-off game. But for 4K, I could definitely see him getting you into the low to mid 20s, hitting 6x, maybe if he has a good game, hitting 7x.
That's one of your dudes. I knew you was gonna say it before you said it.
Hey, he's 4K, dude. Until he gets up to like 5K, like I can't pass up on him.
I feel you. I like Jeremiah Grant right there with him.
Yeah.
If he's been playing so well, and he's gonna play the game if it gets out of hand, and he's gonna be aggressive if it gets out of hand. So I like him.
Dude, I've played Jeremiah Grant every day time on DraftKings. Every day. And he's paid off every single time. Let me see what his price is over there. 41, I've never paid that high for him. It pains me to do so, but I have been impressed. Cross your fingers. 3,500 on DraftKings.
They never raise his price.
They never raise his price. Like, he's always got the flame next to the points on DraftKings. So, yeah.
I think Zebo is a good cash option.
Yeah.
He's just been playing well. He don't play enough damn minutes, but
no,
he's been playing well when he's on the court, and it's a matchup versus Melo. Like, he could just kill Melo in the post.
Oh yeah. What's his FanDuel price?
4.5.
Oh, he's 5-1 on DraftKings, so that's a FanDuel play.
Yeah, FanDuel don't raise his price either. And Sarek is still down there.
I know. Sarek is still down there. Stretch fours against Utah aren't the worst things. Like, he could pay off. He's taking the shots. I don't mind it. That's like I'll go to a value shooter in a pace down game. You know what I mean? Like, if he hits 6 shots, he gets you the value. I think you win the slate in Value Town at the power forward position. Like, one of these guys down here is how you win the slate. You get
Vonleh.
You liking what you're seeing out of Vonleh? Where the minutes?
I don't like what I'm seeing, but I like him as a player. Like, I like to use him last year, but
you know who else likes him? His coach. His coach likes to play him.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, but I don't think he's like he's not into game shape, or like he's not. You know what I'm saying? He isn't locked in yet.
Yeah.
He's super cheap though.
Yep. I doubt he'll make the final cut, but yes, I totally understand what you're talking about. He's someone like we're gonna catch pretty soon.
How about Portis? Portis gonna come out and explode?
he's got it in him.
Yeah, I'm just really like questioning. Like, I wonder what minutes he's going to get. Like, is the team pissed off at him that like he caused this much of a distraction, and they're just not going to give him 15 minutes, or are they just not going to pass him the ball? Like I want to see how that goes.
He's 5'6" on DraftKings. That's too expensive for me. Are you guys seeing a cheaper price?
Oh yeah, he's 3.5 on FanDuel.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So absolutely not on DraftKings. On FanDuel, I think it's worth a shot. Like, I don't have any clue like what the aftermath was of that in that locker room. Like, I haven't heard anything. That'd be interesting to look into. He does have 35-point scoring if he gets the minutes, though.
Yeah, I did hear it deals with the team more than just him. But that Mirotic came out, and this was like 2 weeks ago, and said something. I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something to the effect of he wanted them to look into trades because he didn't want to play with him anymore, and like he wouldn't return his call. Yeah, he wouldn't recall it or wouldn't like text him back, wouldn't call him. So that doesn't quite mean the team thinks that way, but you got to think like the guys. Yeah, the guys that are on his side.
Josh, what are you smiling about over there? What'd you just see?
Kenneth Faried, man.
Yes.
If we project this to be a blowout, my God.
Yes.
Dude can go out and get 10x in his sleep against Brooklyn.
In this spot.
Yes.
He got the minutes his last game, man. He got the minutes. Like, he hadn't played a whiff, and all of a sudden he's got 14 and 15 and then a 6 against Miami in the last 3. I think it's coming too. He's 3,500 on DraftKings. He's probably cheaper on FanDuel, right? Like 32.
3,000.
3,000. Yeah.
I can see it now.
Right.
All the effing Faried, and he plays 0 minutes.
No, you can't go all that. You can't. You can't. It's like if there was an injury, oh my God, yes. Like if we get that day, then you lock him in. But you can't lock him in, and then every one of your lineups, it's not worth it. Like, no. I know, because like he can get us 15x. Like that'll happen, but it's got to be on a day when like Wilson Chandler's out, or you know what I mean. Not tomorrow. But I do have like 1 or 2 lineups because they could be blowout, and we could get to 20 minutes, and he'll get you. 1.4 points a minute if he's hot. So
I mean, Quincy AC is safer, I guess, but he's the same price. And old dude is hurt. And if Booker misses, they're really shorthanded.
If they're both out, then Quincy AC you can expect to get 20, 25 minutes at the bare minimum, and you can play him. That's definitely true. That's news for tomorrow. So let's go to center. Talk to me about centers. TC up at the top.
Yeah, I love Boogie. Averaging 27, 14, and 6. Love the spot here for him. 11-8. So and he's been hitting. I mean, you can expect. You can confidently expect a 60 out of him. Most days, and even more on days that he's hitting. So I like him there. Gobert with Embiid out. I like that spot. 8,100, and then. Kind of a guy who I haven't played all year. I don't even remember the last time I played him, but Howard at 73. He's been averaging 14 points, 13 rebounds, been playing 30 minutes, inching over that mark sometimes. He's a guy that can, any night he can pull you down, 20 rebounds. So if he has a great game, goes for 20, 25 rebounds, 15 points, I like him there at 7-3 and 7 on DK, I think. I think he's 7K. So those are my guys above 6.
Who was the last guy?
Howard.
Dwight Howard. He's got a game time decision, dealing with a right foot sprain, but is considered probable.
Okay, he's probable. I didn't even pay attention to the tag. I didn't see that issue.
I like the tag more.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If he's gonna play, like he'll be fine, and nobody'll have him. Nobody's gonna have him. Just a couple options. There's a handful of questionable guys down here. Gasol, Kevin Love. There's an out tag on Embiid. Is he actually out? Yes, he's gonna be rested.
Yeah.
So that changes. We should start talking about Philadelphia for a second, right?
Yeah, that changes the slate for me. Like I forgot all about it, and I just
I said that was Simmons. You guys ain't listening to me. Come on, man.
Listen, man. I'm trying to focus in the mind. But yeah, that just changes everything. Like that makes Saric. Like I love Saric without Embiid, and Okafor isn't gonna play. I don't think. Like. Yeah, didn't he ask for a trade? Like
like he's likely going to be on the Bulls like next week.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing. So Rashard Holmes just returned.
Yeah, he just returned.
I'll take a punt there and hope to get lucky. I mean, who else are they gonna play besides Amir Johnson? I forgot about that.
Amir Johnson. Oh.
He can play center minutes.
But I think this also puts Rudy Gobert in play.
Yes, that's why I like Gobert more. Yep.
Oh yeah.
8K. 8K. What's he on DraftKings?
81. Oh no, that was FanDuel.
79. Yeah, about the same. All right. That's interesting. We'll come back to that, Josh. Any of these other centers? I gotta plug in some info into the old usage change machine, and then come back to that. So I'll pull that up. You go. Yeah, Boogie
freaking
sure,
Cousins.
Right? Yeah.
Freaking dude.
Yep.
I want to play him every day. There's not a day I don't want to play him. I like Dwight Howard. I think he mentioned him. What?
Yeah. No, I said I agree about Boogie.
He's like an everyday play.
He can win you the slate, so you always got to have a little bit.
Yep. Miles Turner. That's interesting. Like, he can go out to the perimeter. So, he's not playing the minutes yet. You got to show me the minutes first. I can't do it.
No, he'll get the minutes.
He's only got 24 2 games in a row. But he should, because Boogie's out there.
They'll be there.
I like one of these Knicks centers. Just don't know which one I prefer yet. I mean, Cantor's the starter, so I mean that's the starter, but that doesn't mean I will play him. Sometimes I like to guess. Like, there's a couple like Ishmith and
KOQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try to guess that. Get lucky. You never know what Jeff Horner said.
Well, what kind of price you looking at on KOQ? Like 44?
3.9.
3.9. I like when he's down low like that.
I mean, you could pay that price off in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I know. He's done it a few times this year already.
Yeah, you didn't miss in Gortat. Oh, I'm my bad. I think I can't.
Yeah, hey.
I didn't hear him mention.
Come on, bro.
I didn't hear him mention Marcin. You know that Marcin is next door neighbors with Shaq? You know that?
No, I didn't know that, but I love that tidbit of it.
Did you know that he has a pet giraffe?
I worked on Shaq's house.
He's got a pet giraffe?
His extension.
Yeah, he's got a pet fucking giraffe, man.
At his house in Ellsworth?
No, he has to pay a zoo to take care of it all the time, but it's literally his. Like, he bought it, he named it, it's his giraffe. It lives at a zoo for him. Yeah. He owns a shitload of like exotic animals.
Yeah, he lives in Orlando during the off season. Of course, why wouldn't you? Like, if you move to Orlando, and why would you want to live anywhere else if you lived here? But yeah, he lives right next door to Shaq. They play against each other in the off season, 1-on-1.
That's why you live there, right?
I mean,
I play 1-on-1 with Shaq
because my kids. I mean, Shaq is a cool dude, man. I love Shaq. I worked on his house. He's super cool dude. Well, yeah, you go ahead with your value.
Go ahead.
All right. It's really just centered around Gortat at 5,600. I've said this every week until he goes up to like 6K, 60, anything above 6K, I'm going to play him. He's going to be in lineups for me. He's 30 fantasy points waiting to happen every night, and he has potential to go for 40 or so for you. And then
would be like a boost for me.
Yeah. And I don't hate him even with John Wall in. I played him all year with John Wall in, but yeah, like it boosted him up definitely. And then two guys from the same game. I don't necessarily love either of them. It's more of the price thing for me. But Joe Val at 4,700, and then also Robin Lopez. Even with Portis coming back, they've already said he's going to start. He's going to play. I don't remember the exact, but he's expected. I guess I can't say the guarantee, but expected to play 30 or more minutes still. He's been scoring double digits all year. I don't love it, but if I'm going to go down like below Gortat, those will probably be the other than old boy that Cash already mentioned. It'll probably be one of those two guys.
Who's old boy?
O'Quinn.
O'Quinn. Oh, okay.
Man, the Roto Grinders Port IQ thing is down, which is annoying. So you're gonna have to catch that on the live stream tomorrow. All that usage stuff. We got a couple to look at. We got to look at the Wizards without Wall. We got to look at Philly without Embiid. Potentially, Kevin Love being out. Potentially Gasol being out. Potentially Dwight Howard being out.
Yeah. Here's my question. I got a question for you two. Since you didn't disagree with me, but you guys were a little less high. Does that bump you guys up on Simmons at all?
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Because that's what I was thinking. And then I thought when I said that you guys already knew Embiid was out. So I was kind of confused. But now that he's out, I wanted just to hear your guys' take on him.
You get that big bastard off the court. It improves everybody. Hey,
that's why I was so curious. Because I said with Embiid out, I like Simmons. And then you guys were like, well, I don't mind him. But I'm like, what's going on here, guys? Like, am I missing something?
Josh, I gotta tell you, man, like 5 times this episode, you've done such an amazing job of not cursing. Like, you have caught yourself. Like, you were like, without that big, and you just, good job, man. Like, I'm proud of you, man. You bring
I appreciate
it. I know you're working hard, man. That's good. That's what we love, man.
I want to go Rashard home so bad.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he's ready. Like, I don't know if he can go out and get 30 minutes. I don't think he can. Like, I don't think he can.
I wish I knew the answer to that question. I mean, I think Saric is like the safer, cheap option from that game. He's played 10 minutes in one game so far.
I'm pretty sure I'll be lock button on Saric.
Yeah.
I think so. Like,
yeah, definitely. This is the spot. Because whoever's fallen into Embiid's role is still got to deal with Gobert. You know what I mean? So I think, you take Saric and then you go grab yourself the point guard.
I guess Favors could get him into foul trouble, but if not on the offensive end, Favors doesn't want to leave the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, Saric can play on the perimeter. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, I love that. I love this spot right now.
Yeah. Little Donovan Mitchell coming back from the other side. Hope the game plays close. It's like another game we got to add to the list because of this. So tomorrow is basically going to be about finding a value core and then loading up on specific games. Anybody else at center? Like, anyone else we got to talk about, or are we good? That's it.
Oh, hold on. Let me see Brandon Wright, because he went out and just
dude, he did. And Gasol's got a Q tag.
That's 25 again in only 16 minutes. Like, this guy is a point per minute.
Oh my God,
beast.
And Gasol's questionable with knee soreness.
He's only 3-2. Yeah, but Gasol's had that for a couple games and still going out
in
5 minutes. But this guy is just a point per minute beast, man.
They may be a little quicker on like calling it a game and getting them off, and you could get some extra minutes for this young kid. What kind of price tag you got?
3-2.
3-2. That is interesting. He was on a couple winning GPPs the other night. I think it was a slightly smaller slate, but I did notice. I'm like, how did I not like? He was like 4% owned. I'm like, I didn't see that coming at all. So, yeah, I think it's somebody we should think about. Like, he might just be like earning himself like a power forward role, like they play him with Gasol, not just in replacement.
Yeah, because the coach hates Jarrell Martin. So,
and I don't think Jarrell Martin's really big enough to be playing the 4. I think he's really a 3.
Yeah, but against Portland, they play small. So, but no, Vonleh's back.
Nurkic, Vonleh,
yeah, Vonleh's back, so they're bigger now. Like Alka Frucamino, he's really a small forward.
Yeah. Yep. That's a lot of interesting spots. It's a really good slate. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's just do a little we'll close out the show with a couple superstar one. What if which one? All right. TC, Boogie or AD?
Boogie.
Cash, I don't even need to ask you. TC, LeBron or Giannis? I think we answered this already, but
Yeah, Big D.
Big D. I don't need to ask you, Cash. Sorry.
Monster D.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get one that you can answer. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Let's see what other good matchups we got out here. Ricky Rubio or Mike Conley?
Conley.
Rubio, easy. Mike Conley is a role player now.
Nice. Oladipo or McCollum?
Ooh, I like that. Oladipo.
Agreed.
Nice.
But McCollum should be lower owned, so
Yeah.
want to win a tournament, you probably go McCollum. But yeah, it's Oladipo for sure.
Okay. Donovan Mitchell or Will Barton?
Will Barton.
Will Barton, but that's not the smart play, I would guess, because he could could go out there and do nothing. But Mitchell's been balling. But yeah, it's Will Barton for me.
Okay. All right. TC. Porzingis or Ben Simmons on FanDuel power forward?
Ben Simmons. It's close, but Ben Simmons.
Not even close. Not even remotely close.
Oh,
Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to go out and get 10 blocks tomorrow. He's going to get 30 points just off of blocks.
Wow.
Give me Ben Simmons.
Little Kimba's going to be coming to the rim. And big 7'3", Mr. I need to go hit up buffets is going to be swatting them away.
Yep. And then hopefully Kemba just keeps shooting them because he's going to get his value.
Yeah, that's right. Stay out there the 3-point line. No, but yeah, I like Porzingis better. Because I also like Sarek over Simmons too, though.
Okay. And Cash, you for sure want Simmons?
What do you mean?
I mean, not Cash. TC. TC, you want Simmons for sure?
Yes.
Oh, man. I like this question.
Man. Against Utah, dude?
Yes.
Yeah.
In Utah?
Pace down.
Yes.
Pace down.
I'm fine with that.
Usage bump. I don't know. This is a good one.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to be too far away. I think it's a good question. I think they're close, but I would personally, with them beat out, I'd take Simmons. He's going to do everything.
It is close, but I'm an asshole, and I like Porzingis better, so I say it's not close. Porzingis.
All right. You know, I think this is a good time to just declare this the Wise Take trivia question of the day. You guys know the rules by now. Just answer below. Porzingis and a point total for the tiebreaker, or Simmons and a point total for the tiebreaker. And we'll give away another free month. I don't know if CK is cool with that, but I'm throwing it in. We'll ask for forgiveness later. You know what I mean? But one lucky listener will be winning themselves another free month to the Wise Take Nation. They have
to pick what?
The player and then the total points. Which player's going to have more total FanDuel points?
Okay, and the closest to the point total.
Exactly. So, like, if you said Simmons and then you nail his points, but Porzingis outscores him, you're wrong. So you got to get the player first and unlock yourself into the finals, and then we'll go by closest score.
I like that, Paulie. That's a hell of a contest.
I do too. Yeah, I'm gonna
be the first one, and I'm gonna say Porzingis, and I'm gonna put 65.
Woo!
Whoa! Just because I'm gonna have the most ownership on him, and that's what I want. But I do actually believe that's in reach. And personally, I do think Simmons has a 65 game in him too. I just don't think it's tomorrow. But Simmons, I've probably owned him 80% of slates that he's been on. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling either. But tomorrow it's Porzingis, and it's my boy, the point guard, coming back. The kid from the Bronx. The kid from UConn. The kid who won 7 games in a row in the postseason to win a national championship in the Garden. Kemba
He
Walker.
loves the Garden.
Yes, he's from the
And
Bronx.
and the Garden loves him.
Yes,
I
they do.
wonder if he loves the Garden more than Cash loves the D.
Hell no.
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Very
Hell no.
unlikely. Very unlikely. Nice try though. But yeah, seriously, hit the like button, hit the trivia, give us some reviews. You know, we listen to the nation. If you need something, you tell us. We're gonna listen. We might not, but we'll listen. We'll put it into consideration and maybe make some changes. But seriously, love having everyone that joined us. TC, thanks for jumping on with me. Appreciate it. Cash, love you, man.
I love you too, bruh.
One of these days, one of us is going to hit the money big. I'm looking forward to it. Somebody in the nation, $50,000 screenshot. It's coming. I know it. I can feel it. Catch us tomorrow on the Y stream for that good juju. All right?
All right.
I'll see you guys there tomorrow. Sarek, yeah. That's it, man, for the Wise Take Nation. Thanks for joining us. With that, we are out.
Good luck. SCK.